Welcome back to just look at this sassy old beast. She's looking good these days. So one of the things we're going to do today is we're going to take a look at the transmission a little bit because it's getting a little sticky.
Granny shifting, not double clutching like you should.
And to be honest, I cannot remember the last time I changed the fluid in it. We're not just going to go put any old fluid in it. We're going to try something that everyone online recommends if you have a manual transmission for a Jeep.
How selfish of me. Let's do all the things that you want to do.
I think I paid about $25 a quart for this stuff. And of course, this thing takes 3 and some change, so I had to buy a 4th quart. It's very expensive stuff. It's like $75.90 gear oil, basically, but meant for a transmission. And what we're going to actually do is we're going to see if I can feel a difference in how it shifts. Because if I can't, then just go put whatever synchro mesh oil you can in the transmission and be done with it. But there's a lot of claims that this makes it feel better and or shift better. And I don't know. I'm not so sure. But we're going to try that out. And then the other thing we got to do is my front drive shaft has got like the like a bird chirp underneath there. It sounds like 1,000 sparrows underneath in the morning when it's cold and I'm driving for the first 10 miles. And then it goes away. So we're going to go ahead and pull that out and see what's going on with that too. Now let me say, I am not against expensive oils. In my Toyota, I run all Toyota oils. Like even this stuff, the 7585 gear oil, that stuff's way expensive. I run all Toyota oils in it because, I don't know, it makes me feel good. But in a manual transmission on a Jeep, I'm not sure that I have to go this expensive. I'm just not. Is this gonna work? Oh no, what size are you? 7/8 is not big enough for the fill port? I'm not against trying things. Because, who knows? I might be completely wrong. Oh, that's tight. I might be completely wrong, and the fact that I can't remember the last time I changed the fluid in this thing probably means it's not going to be so great. Because this has a lot of miles of crawling on it, a lot of miles of rough on it. Well, that don't look so bad coming out of there. It does smell like gear oil, so that's good. Let's see what it's like coming actually out of the bottom. Now this Jeep here originally came with a 6-speed transmission, and I ditched that in favor of a better transmission and went and converted this to an AX15. And it is better, and it's held up way better, but it's never shifted quite as smooth as I'd like to. Okay, let's see. Well, that doesn't look so bad. Ooh. It's got a little bit of sparkles to it. Not too bad. It's got some sparkle. Okay, so it needed it. Don't know if this is going to help, but we're going to find out. And we're going to let this drain for a little bit. Yeah, let's take a look at this drain plug. On top side. I mean, for how many miles I have on that and how rough this is, it's probably not too bad. I just want to see if it's got chunks. If it's just fine, they're probably okay, though. That is a lot of fine material. That is a lot of gear grinding that's gone on inside there. Let's see. Have you got any chunks? No chunks. It's all fine. But it was probably a bit overdue. Oh, I hate doing this because, all right, we got to open up this thing. These are the bane of my existence. If you guys know, actually, this would be helpful. If you guys know of a fluid pump that actually works and lasts for more than one use, that'd be great. Because I really hate buying these things every time I do one of these. And none of my vehicles are like built in a way where I can just reach the bottle up in there and pour it down. And it really, 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 really sucks. Uh-oh. Is that even going to fit? It doesn't skirt in, but no matter. It's such a tight fit that it's not going to come out of there, really.
Yes, you are tight like a tiger.
And yes, the inverter is still on the bench in a million pieces. Because reasons. When it gets in my way, then I'll clean it. All right.
One eternity later.
All right, now let's work on getting that drive shaft out of there. What am I supposed to do with that? I guess I'll find a bag to put it in. For now, I'm just gonna yeah, for now you can hang out there. All right, now we can consider that done. Get all this out of here. We'll clean that up later. Now the worst part is getting that stupid drive shaft out. This is the worst part of anything I do on this rig. I don't know why. I really dislike trying to get that drive shaft out. It's just a really huge pain in my... Where'd my little ratchet go? See, now is the point where I'm going to clean stuff up because I can't find the things I actually need. So now it's actually getting in my way. Aha, look at that. In the wrong thing altogether. All right, let's see. And 8 mil? Or you're not an 8 mil. Let's see if that gets us where we need to go. I may not have the strength of this little tiny dude. Oh, okay. Now the reason I hate this so much is I have a pretty severe tummy tuck here. And so for me to actually get in here and do these bolts requires a lot of blind wrenching. And I just don't, let's see, I don't even know what size these are actually. Where are your bolts? Oh, they're back there. Those are not 8 millimeter. I can tell you right now, those are not 8 millimeter. See how much of a pain this is, like, to do it this way? And that's with a body lift even, so I can reach my hand around the frame rail, but this is just, it's not easy maintenance here. Unless, you know, maybe I don't have to do this. Let's see. Let's think about this for a minute. If I get a really long grease needle, because I'm trying to grease that center ball in there is my problem. I can't. See, those I can hit just fine. Where is the greasy thing for the center ball? That's what I want to know. Ooh, let's put this transfer case in neutral. Well, let me tighten this back up first. I have a new grease needle thing that we can try. Might be able to actually do it. If I use that new grease needle, then maybe we actually don't have to struggle with taking this thing out, because this thing is a struggle. Ugh. And hopefully by greasing it, that noise goes away. So let's put the transfer case. Nope, don't need to do that because we're in two-wheel drive. We're just gonna jack up one side of the tire so we can spin that shaft around, and then maybe if we're lucky, we can see the grease port, and I can hit it with my extendo needle. Let's see what I can see. Okay, I have those grease ports. I see nothing yet. There we go. That's good. So it is right, you guys are not going to be able to see this at all. It is right in line with those two Zerks. So let's see with my new thing if I can actually do this. Okay, so this is my extendo needle. And this thing, it's a few bucks, but you can see it's never been used, so we're going to try it out. This thing is huge. Normally needles are like that big, and I might actually be shooting myself in the foot here because I only have so much space. But the cool thing about this is I use this, what is this, this lock and lube, and I think this is a lock and lube as well. And the fact that you can do this is pretty, like, that's pretty baller right there. Because now I can just hopefully jab that dealio in there and then grease it. The only thing I need now is to make this an electric gun, and then we'll really be on the money. Let's see, can I? Problem is, I'm gonna have to get it kind of square on there. Here. Oh. Well, we did a thing. I don't think we actually got any grease in it, because that was really hard. Oh, I'm not lined up at all. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, now it's going. Oh, let's see. How much is it coming out anywhere yet? Besides where my needle was. Something has grease in there now, I think. So now what we can do is we can just take that extendo tip off, and that thing works great. And now I can just run in here, clip this thing on. This is why I like the lock and lube. Just clip that thing on there. And now I can just go to greasing town. Oh yeah, that joint was a bit dry. Let's see, yeah. That wasn't too hard. That was the easiest I've ever had that happen. If I'm honest with you. That lock and lube is really the best thing ever. That and then that big ol' extendo needle. That helped tremendously. With that, maybe I'll grease that drive shaft more than once every blue moon. You know what? Let's see, is the rear lined up? Oh yeah, the rear's lined up. Let's just do the rear while we're here. Why not? Uh-huh. Ooh, that one was definitely a bit more dry. Yeah. So was he. All right. Let's see now. Oh, found it. So let's see if we can jab that guy in there. This actually might be too long for this application. That's what she said.
Another good one!
You're on fire!
All right. This is where electric would be great. Let's see. Oh yeah. We got it to come out of there. I think that's good. We're just gonna let this fly all over everything because it's anti-rust coating. And let's go take this thing for a drive now. And one of the reasons that noise probably came in is the drive shaft most definitely needed grease because it's been a while, but remember we lifted it. So now all the angles have changed on the shaft, which puts a new wear spot and everything, and probably just wasn't grease in that spot where the drive shaft is now running. All right, let's go for a run. Ugh. Okay, let's see. We'll give it a few miles and see how it actually shifts. So far, no different. But it might take a minute for the oil to splash up in there. Oh, I am noticing a difference. Huh, maybe there's something to this. Also, as predicted, the squeaking in the drive shaft is completely gone. It does seem to be shifting better. Now, it's not a sports car. It's not like super smooth, but it is not as clunky and clinky as it was before, and that's really good news. So I'm going to drive it around a little bit more and just make sure it's not me spending $100 that's making me think it feels better. Yeah, that's better. Sometimes I guess people know what they're talking about. All right, so does MT-90 actually work on an AX15? Will it make it shift smoother? Yeah, it actually does work. It's not a cure-all if your transmission's like mine and it's been abused and used, but it definitely makes it shift a heck of a lot better. And maybe if I would have put that in there from the beginning, I wouldn't have any of the issues I have now. And that extendo needle from Lock and Lube, pretty awesome. And with that, before it gets any windier out here, because it will get windier, that's the one thing about living in this area. There's two guarantees you have: extreme heat and extreme wind. And I can just feel it coming, and it's coming. So before it gets any worse, I'll let you guys go. Thank you for watching, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video.